Hey guys, this is a quick review. I just seen Friendship starring Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd. It's a comedy. It's done by A24. It's a wonky and crazy movie. So basically, Tim Robinson plays a guy named Craig, and he becomes a friend with Paul Rudd. So Tim Robinson's character basically is just a person where, he's weird, he's awkward, he keeps himself, you know, he's very weird around people. He does crazy things. If you've seen Tim Robinson before, he's kooky, he's loud, he does obnoxious things. That's what his character mainly is. So he doesn't really have any friends at all. So he makes friends with Paul Rudd. He's a new neighbor. He comes in town, and he hits it off with him, but he does something off the wall and just stops. Now Tim Robinson character Craig just becomes obsessed with Paul Rudd's character. He he sneaks in his house. He does a lot of weird things that makes it just very awkward, for Paul Rudd to continue to be friends with him. He does this crazy things. He's married. Tim Robinson's character Craig is married, but him and his wife they just don't get along. And they're not attached, and his wife still hangs out with her ex-husband. It's just a really weird movie with a lot of funny antics in it. But the way the movie is shot is also kind of made where it's kind of artistically, where it's almost made like in a drama / comedy with a lot of wide shots, a lot of just, the camera just comes in, pans in deep at certain moods. Then you have certain scenes like when it's snowing, like when it's supposed to be really deep, but it just is a really comedy. So they play into that. This is supposed to be like a serious, deep movie. Then you get to the points where it's just really weird and at times kind of corny, but I like that. And also a lot of things become cringe in this movie where Tim Robinson does weird things. There's one scene he's walking, he has a full cup of coffee. He's like, full cup of Joe. Just watch. He's just a very awkward person. And at times you kind of feel bad for him because he just wants to have a friend, but he doesn't know how to act or just be normal. And that's just funny. I like those type of things. It's really, it's all Tim Robinson's movie basically. Paul Rudd's there, and he has certain antics he does, but it's really Tim Robinson's whole movie, what he does, how awkward he is when he tries too hard in this movie to become a friend. He latches on too tightly. He tries to fit in too tightly as well. He tries to just be too much, tries too hard in this movie, and it's funny. One thing about him, he does a lot of he's loud, he's obnoxious. That's his type of character. That's what he does also in his sketch comedies as well. And if you like that, you'll like this movie. But I like this movie. It tries to be artistic, and I see what they're trying to do, but also, it's a comedy, so it's in that balance. At times, I was laughing a lot. I was just asking, why are you doing this? It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable movie. If you like comedies, different comedies, if you're an A24 fan, you like this movie as well. I enjoyed it for what it was. It made me laugh a lot throughout the movie. And the movie does feel kind of long. I need to look back and see how long this movie was. But at times I feel like, it's about to end, and then it kind of keeps going. I thought this movie could have ended maybe within 15-20 minutes of the movie. The movie was a little bit too long in my opinion. They could have cut it down a whole lot. But other than that, like I said, it's just, like you feel for him. People make fun of him. He's awkward. He doesn't know how to be a social person. He doesn't get people certain cues where, hey, just kind of ease back a little bit. But other than that, it's a fun movie. It's funny. It has cringe moments in this movie a lot of times. Very cringe moments, which I like cringe moments. A lot of times I was like this. I was like, oh my gosh, are you really doing this? So I was doing things like that. So the movie made me do that. It's a fun movie. If you like these kind of artistic comedy movies, you'll like this. It reminds me almost like Step Brothers. Not as funny as Step Brothers, but I can see almost like that, what they're trying to do to have those jokes, those moments where they're supposed to hit you real hard. I can see that. I had fun with this movie. Movie's okay. Out of 5 out of 5, I give this movie maybe a 3.5. It's not jaw dropping funny. It's not, I'm rolling around. It's just a good funny movie. Like I said, at times I felt it was too long at some points. Some jokes didn't hit as hard, but every time Tim Robinson's on the screen, you laugh with his obnoxious self, his loud self, and all that. There's one thing about this movie where Paul Rudd has a secret. I'm not going to say it. You should go see it. He has a secret, and it's hilarious. It's nothing you say anything. It's about him, and it's ridiculous. Also in the trailer, they sing the song. I forgot the name of it, but it's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I think everyone should go to see this movie. If you like comedies, you like, little things like that, you like kind of artistic type, if you're an A24 fan, I think you'll like this movie. You like Tim Robinson, you like Paul Rudd, you will enjoy it. You will laugh at it, you'll cringe, you'll be like, this is just ridiculous. A lot of times I said, hey, this is ridiculous. It could have been more funnier. A lot of jokes could have hit a little bit harder than others. Like I said, it was a little bit too long, but it's a good, okay movie. Now, sometimes the pacing can be unbalanced, where I'm like, okay, you could kind of push this along a little bit. So the pacing had me off a little bit, had me maybe looking at my phone just a little bit too much. But other than that, it was a funny movie. Tim Robinson and Paul Rudd worked well together, so I enjoy that. 3.5 out of 5. It's an okay movie. If you go see it, you will not be disappointed. But if you've seen Friendship, starring Paul Rudd and Tim Robinson, leave a comment below. Tell me if you enjoyed it, if you did, if you like it, didn't like it, tell me all about it. Tell me what you thought about it. But until next review, guys, stay tuned. I'll be doing a Stitch review later today, be dropping that. But till the next review, my peeps, peace.